Guess who's back? Back again. SG's back. Hello, friend. Mhm. Ooh, look at that. See, I go live, and what happens? Hi, buddy. Give it a rest. Just texting my guest the link. Stop. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. No, no, no. I know it's live stream time, and you decide to bug me. I get it. Hi. Okay, good. Night, night. You were just sleeping. Oh my God, these animals, when I go live, it's like they just can't help it. I hope everybody had a good day. Hi, Lulu. Oh my God, I was thinking about you today. Hi, Diane. Lulu, I was thinking about you today. Isn't that weird? I was like, I wonder where Lulu has been. Oh my God, but you know what? My cat now is like, I'm right here on the chair. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Diane, how's the day? How you doing? I'm waiting for I Heart Pink to get here. Oh my God, she's so interesting. Let me just tell you, I Heart Pink she's such a pleasure. Like I feel really grateful to have, like had her and, come into my life and like to know that she was in my life watching from afar because she didn't ever. Oh, yeah, that's awesome, Diane. That is awesome. And I hope, Lulu, you've been well and anybody else who's watching. Because I have think she didn't usually watch. I mean, she did watch, but she didn't talk. But I fell asleep listening. Was I crying, laughing, doing trivia, or getting yelled at? Somebody's out in my home. What the fuck is with these people, right? Every time I go live. So funny. Oh, somebody's knocking. Knock it, Roscoe. Not knocking on the door. Well, somebody's knocking on the door. Ow. Hi. Ow, Roscoe. Ow.
Hey,
Hi.
I
Hi,
made it.
Pink. Hi, Pink. Hi, I Heart Pink. And hi, Pink. Look, they're all here. They're all here. All here. They're all here. It's Pink. You can see the comments, right? I Heart Pink.
Uh-huh. Oh, I
Yeah.
see. I see.
Yeah. And see, and Pink, Lulu,
It's
Diane.
Lulu. I haven't seen Lulu in a
I
while.
know.
And then
I was just
Diane
thinking about her. Yeah. It's
and
so funny.
Pink.
One night I heard Pink. Uh, I was, my cat was doing something, right? They always are. And I was going, get out of here, Lulu. Get out of here, Lulu. And Lulu had come in. I was like, my cat, I mean. Oh, God. So funny.
Can you hear me good?
I can hear you.
Okay, because
And everybody
it's
else?
the volume is low on my end for you.
Let's see. Is there a way for me to turn it up? Let's see. Oh, that's down. Hold on. All right. No, let's see. Hi, Nat Nat. Can you hear me better?
That's not net.
I think it is.
Huh?
I think it is. She said she's changed her avatar to just the N.
No, it's lowercase net.
That's Nat Nat, isn't it?
No, it's not net.
How can I find out? Let me look. I'm gonna look. Oh, you're right. You are
Okay.
absolutely right. You're so
Bye,
good.
net.
Yeah, you're so good. Wow,
See ya, net.
you're good. I was just gonna go look, and
I'm like, no. I don't think so.
no, yeah, no,
I
no.
wish I could hear better.
Try turn it. You know what? Oh, you're on your phone. Okay, so take the top of your phone. You know that settings bar that you can pull down? You can pull it down, from the top of your phone and bring your volume.
My volume's on the side.
I know,
Or
but mine are too. But pull down the top of your screen and it'll bring down a white settings bar, right? Oh, she did say that, didn't she? I bet that wasn't even Net that was in here the other night. Oh my God.
yeah.
Oh my God. But she didn't say anything like that.
She's not going to comment on anyone's live, but it's lowercase, and it's not her.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh my. I was all flattered thinking she had picked only mine to comment on. That's how silly I am. I was all like flattered. I was like, oh, Net.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
No, if I turn the volume off my phone and I turn it up on my iPad, will that make things squeal?
Yeah, for me, I'll be able to hear it. This is what you got to do. Seriously, on your phone, on the top of your phone, like where that little bar is across the top that shows your setting, your time, the time and everything. See it and how much battery you have.
Mm-hmm.
Put your finger on that and pull it down. Pull it down, right? And there should be like where you can have your light, how bright your screen is, and all that stuff. And then where your phone volume is, there's three little lines. Do you see them?
I have an iPhone.
I don't know. Do you have like a settings
You
thing
see,
that
there's
comes
the real net.
around that and it's here?
Yes,
See
all
now
lowercase.
I can feel honored now. Oh my God, Net,
See
thank
that?
you for commenting here. See, I
And
was said,
she's blue. That other one is
oh,
green.
you're right. Thank
Yes.
God for I Heart Pink. Net, I swear to God, I was all thinking like, oh my God, I feel so honored that, Net said she wasn't going to comment on anybody's live stream. And here she is commenting in mine. She picked me. You could try doing the live stream thing then, because I know that on mine I think is an Android. Live stream thing then, because I know that on mine I think is an Android.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you hear me?
yeah, but it's an echo.
Mine. No, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah,
Do you hear?
it's an echo though for me. Can I hear you now? I don't hear you at all now. Pink? Hello? I don't hear her. Pink? Pink? Just wish I knew who it was. Oh, the clone you're talking about? Found who randomly? When does the pink that dies the pink emoji? Who does the pink that wait a minute. Who's the pink that has the pink emoji? She's a mod, right? And then there's I Heart Pink, and I have pink. I have two pink. I know, isn't it? Why can't we hear your darling voice? Yeah, that's pink. That used to be. Oh my God, I can never. It was another pink. She was a different pink, and she was. Yeah, come back in. Pink with the pink emoji. No, I know, but she's a mod, right? Is that really the real Net? Talk about men here. I don't know who that is. Oh, they're called Pink. Where's I Heart Pink? Ugh. Oh my God, where's Pink and I Heart Pink? I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna have to take roll call. Roll call. I'm so confused. Yeah, I have two lovely Pink. In fact, Lulu, you know, Pink, aren't you the one who looked up yak shaving for me? Did you look up yak shaving for me? You know, I miss Pink's voice. Pink has a lovely voice. Oh, pink emoji. Oh, I didn't know there was a pink emoji. I thought that was a typo.
Can you hear
I
me?
should have both pinks up right now. Both pinks should come up on the piano.
I hear you
Uh,
good now.
Good, good, good. Both. I'm gonna drop the link and see if the other pink wants to come up too. They both have great voices. Have you ever heard Pink, the Pink from Wales talk? I heart Pink.
Oh, say that again?
Pink from Wales. You know the other my other Pink.
Yes, I've heard her. Uh huh.
Oh, she got okay. No, but it's hilarious, and I still do it all the time.
I know.
Do what all the time? Look up yak shaving, or or shave your yak.
Oh, I heard about that.
You did?
Yeah, some people think that I'm pink. They think that I'm blueberry, which we know who blueberry is.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and for a while, someone thought I was the pink cake. Nope, I'm like I'm just I heart pink.
And you've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Um, but longer before, like, well, Pink though she changed her name. It used to be Pink. Um, her name is what is mean to her, Diane.
um.
She said, Diane, that's kind of funny. Diane, I don't, I think Diane's doing it in total complete innocence. She goes, because Net goes, Net, and I don't mean to laugh, Net. She goes, Diane, I saw you on Debbie's Life being friends with Nut. That's not very nice of you when you know they are making fun of me. And Diane goes, Net, I had no idea that she was being mean to you. I'm sorry. And I was like, I think she meant Nut. Like, that was what she was doing. Poor Diane.
You see, there was a nut clone, and then they changed.
Diane.
And that,
Go ahead.
huh?
No, I was talking because I was
Oh,
still because I really believe that Diane, like, is, like, totally, because I don't think Diane goes to Bobbles.
then Diane has blueberry.
Yeah. Blueberry? Who's Blueberry? Yeah.
Blueberry. What?
Yeah. See, Diane doesn't go to, like, but she doesn't go to those channels, so she
The
doesn't see
reason I
those
know of
things.
blueberry is
Yeah, she doesn't know who Blueberry is, Net, and she does. Then she definitely doesn't know about Nut. She doesn't go there. She doesn't go to Bobbles. I don't even think I've ever seen Diane over at Bobbles.
yes, Lulu, the blueberry crisp. Yeah, that's it. That's the
Yeah,
blueberry.
yeah,
And
Blueberry.
I was in your on a live of yours when Blueberry Crisp told us that's who she was. So she's under another
Yeah,
name too.
yeah, yeah. I don't know where she is lately at all. But I don't know. Hi, Rachel Reed. Hello. I heard Pink was telling me this story earlier. We
Mhm.
were, I mean, you know how sometimes, like I've heard the phrase high maintenance, right? But I just, like, always thought like it was like a state of mind. Is that what I said? Like, you know, that
Really
the
never
woman
thought.
wanted
You've
the
heard it,
guy,
right?
yeah, to treat her like high maintenance, but I never looked at it the way that Pink like made me, like, it occurred to me to look at it like this. Oh, hold on, here comes Pink.
Pink's here.
Hi, hi, Pink.
Hi.
Hi. I don't. We were talking about women who are high maintenance.
Can I just
And
say about the pink names? I was, I don't go on anyone else's chat, but I was watching some chat, and somebody said to Pink Cake, "Oh, are you SG's Pink, or is it Pink? I Heart Pink?" And they were like, "No, that's the same person." And they went, and then they started talking. And they went, "I knew you wasn't that pink, like I'm sort of seriously evil." I was like, "That's so unfair. I don't even say anything." So people think
like,
that
if
me,
you were supposed to be evil.
yeah, like, "I knew you wasn't that pink." I was
Oh
like,
my
"What?
god.
What?" But so I've been dying to say for ages, I am not I Heart Pink. I'm not Pink Cake. I'm not Pink Stars. I'm just Pink. We're all different people. And as far
Yes.
as I know, they're all nice.
They
Yes.
are. And
All the
Pink, what was your name before?
Pink Sam.
Pink what?
Pink Sam. But everyone just called me
Oh,
Pink, so
Pink
I just
Sam.
got the
That was it.
Sam.
Pink Sam. Pink Sam. That was it. Pink Sam. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was so happy when you came back, whether you're Pink Sam or Pink or Sam and green eggs and ham.
When I came back, there was loads of pinks then. And now I'm sort of, there's lots of pinks, and we're all the same pink. And now we're all going to be accused of being pink emoji as well, because everyone wants to know who pink emoji is. I mean,
I didn't even
that
never hear of this new Pink that they're talking about now.
me neither. I don't know it either.
it's pink. It's a pink emoji, and she talks about Maddie and Jarrell and things like that.
Um,
Nobody knows who it is.
Um, well, that's just, another one, right? I mean, there's loads of them that talk about. No, Diane, I think she Debbie's net. Yes, Debbie's net. Yes, but I'm not posting. Go. Okay, hold on here. I gotta just look at the screen here at his chat because I really think there's a misunderstanding between Diane and net, and that she really didn't put like two and two together with you know
right.
I she knows you're not. We all know you're not net.
So
We all know you're not.
this,
Diane knows you're not.
the minute I saw that other net, I said that's not net. She goes, huh? I said it's not net. It's it's a capital net, and she's all lowercase. And then she said something ugly, and there she went, poof, gone.
Yeah, we blocked her immediately. But I was all like, dead. I want to say dead chuffed because Pink, you know what that means, right? Dead chuffed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like an English phrase. But I was all like proud that net had picked this. Yeah, yeah. Diane didn't. She didn't. Diane's always nice. Um, Diane and net is too. I feel like we're all nice people,
I,
and as soon as somebody says something wrong, and look, we got the girls club in here tonight. That's awesome.
Mhm.
I didn't know if you
Yeah, because
understood
it's a
the other
great
night.
story too.
I didn't know.
That I Heart Pink's, huh?
I didn't know if you understood the other night, because I put on, somebody had stropped off, and then afterwards I thought, I bet everyone was thinking, what the hell does that mean? Did you know what stropped off means? Strop.
Oh, yeah, I do. But Pink, I Heart Pink, and I were talking about. She was telling. I asked her how her daughter, because they live. Do you mind like if I say the state, or is it okay? I mean, it's a big state, right? Or should I just say down south somewhere? And her daughter is married to somebody like in a East Coast state,
New Jersey,
really far away,
Jersey.
New Jersey. Yeah,
Don't let
and
that give it
yeah,
away.
I was so like, I was like, oh, so how did they meet? How, because he ended up moving down there and they got married. And I said, how did they meet? And she told me the story. So I asked her if she would come on here and tell the story. And it's really interesting, you guys. So if you guys could, we all know that you're not that person, net.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, she did. Oh, yeah, no, wait, stop highlighting things, Tracy. Stop highlighting things. Anyway, so I Heart Pink is a really great story. It's a love story. It's a love story. So I think you guys should, Pink, me, all of us, it's a pretty nice story. So, Net Net, like, all of us, Lulu. Yeah, listen,
Yeah.
I heard Pink has a great story. So I asked her how her daughter met somebody from New Jersey. So go ahead. I heard.
Right. I was kind of confusing her because I was me and SG end up going in 15 minutes. We have about 7 topics.
We
That's
do,
how
and I got to start writing them down so I know
that's how
like with the
we
ending
roll.
of them all.
So we got
Mhm.
on the subject. She goes, "Well, who moved to New Jersey?" I said, "No, no, no. My son-in-law is from New Jersey, and he moved to Louisiana." She goes, "Well, how did they meet?" I says, "Well,
Well, Lulu, can you just remove that comment? I'm sorry to interrupt. Can you remove that comment because I don't know if that is Net Net, and I am kind of now wondering if it's not Net Net, and they're just here to like harass Diane and like, cause
what did
hi
they
Kenzie.
get in touch with the real Net Net?"
I
Well, this
thought it
is
was, but
Net.
are they? Oh, it is me. These clones have people questioning me. I'm going to
It's
leave. Good
her.
night. I mean, Nene, you don't have to leave. I think this is a great story that I Heart Pink is just about to say. And anyway, so
Kenzie.
yeah, hi Kenzie. So anyway, it's a real nice story and it ends really good and it's a good story and we all need some kind of positive stuff. So go ahead, I Heart Pink, please. And we do
Well,
go in 7 topics. You're right. Go ahead.
my daughter and her best friend, they were sitting in the kitchen and they were both saying how different guys that they like, and but nothing ever comes of it. And I said, well, I said, because they're both of the type that their hair's done, they dress really nice, their makeup's beautiful, jewelry, just everything is just perfect. And I said, you know what the problem is? Guys around here don't appreciate y'all. We got a pink three, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
And so they don't appreciate y'all. They
Sorry,
look
my
at y'all and
OCD
they
made me
go,
do it.
I don't know if we can afford them. And then SG said high maintenance. I said yes,
No,
exactly.
no, 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 no. You said you said that they they look beautiful. They have the best clothes. Her and her best friend. Their makeup is always done, and
Hey,
they're like
Tracy.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the real Net Net.
Yeah, it is the real net net.
Oh, my bad. I'm probably
Oh, it
behind
is,
or something.
Laura. It's the
Yeah,
real one.
yeah, it's yeah. She's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine. I just don't know. Like everybody else, like she was saying, who knows what? I don't know.
yeah.
But I just
I
what is that?
that that situation has gotten the best of net net.
Don't put the hat on there. Yeah, don't. Let's
Yeah.
not put that there. I can't have that. Okay,
What was it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, tell it because and I was
So
the one who didn't
so
know that it could be
so
labeled as
so
high
that's what high
maintenance.
maintenance is. It says exactly. That's what high maintenance.
Yeah, she said that people could perceive them to be high main, a guy like,
And
and
I
they want to
said,
just, and I didn't realize that was be labeled as high maintenance on outside. So, yeah, go ahead.
and and I said, what the two of y'all need are some guys from. Y'all need some Jersey boys.
No,
I,
but say what you said about why they would think that was high maintenance as to what they would usually go for. Like, why
oh, they go
beautiful
for
women
plain Jane,
who
no
dress
makeup
to the
girls.
T?
Plain Jane, no makeup, no nothing.
I
And
feel that.
these, they're so put together that they probably are afraid of them, afraid to have to take care of them. And I said, but if y'all get y'all some Jersey boys, they love their women to look good. So a little time went by, and my daughter had and her friend had some friends from New York on Instagram, and they decided to take a trip. And her now husband was friends with that girl, and on Instagram he kept seeing my daughter's pictures, and he goes, "Who is that?" So she told her, and she says they're coming over here. And the girl's father loves to tour New York, take everybody touring. And uh, they said we're going to be going to Central Park. So they both met. They all met in Central Park for the first time. And it was just so, from there on, a year later, she was married. They got married. And it was just weird how I said they needed Jersey boys. And so her and her best friend married best friends. And it's just, I think it's so sweet. It's very sweet.
I think it's like so different. Like that, I didn't look at it as people, women who they want to, they think, oh, no, I'm not going to meet somebody if I just am natural and myself. That I'm gonna, so they're gonna like, wear the best clothes, always, dress to the T's, and be like that. The most expensive this, most expensive that could be on the outside to some, potential man that you meet
Exactly.
look like high maintenance. So maybe that's why, men kind of do get attracted to, how they'll go, oh, they think you're beautiful with no makeup. Maybe they really do mean that, you know? Maybe we really don't look as bad as we think natural.
But now that my daughter's married and she has a baby, a little girl who's going to be 4, she's a normal mom.
A normal mom, like what, a
She's a
soccer
regular mom.
mom?
Tennis shoes, jeans, a t-shirt, hair up in a ponytail, and no makeup. She's normal.
Isn't that nice? Aw, and I bet do they do, hi, Cypher. Hi. And Laura, I don't mean it. Hi, Laura. Laura, not hi, Laura, but, well, not hi, Laura, but not that you're not high. No, sir. I cracked myself up. Um, but yeah, oh, so I was right. So it was what I thought it was. That's why. So it was no like, I'm not against it, Laura. I just was like, no, this is not the time for that, I mean, you could do it, like, but just don't put it on camera. But you know what I'm saying. Hi, Ian. What?
And
Well, what do you mean? Why? Where are you going, Ian? You should say, hello, everyone just hopped in if you're going to use the kangaroo emoji.
you're going to use it right.
Yeah, right? Yeah, yeah, we're out here just toking and talking. That's it. Well, neither one of the pinks do that.
What?
Smoke weed.
No.
No,
You
She
got.
doesn't. I know, right? How about you? How about you, Pink?
no, I don't smoke weed.
No, but we'll spliff it up sometimes, or spleef. Is it spleef or spliff?
What's that mean?
I was going to say the same thing.
No, like when they roll, but it's called like something different over in,
I
different
don't.
places. It's called a spleef, right? Isn't it? Like
Oh, split.
spliff. Okay, spliff. Okay, good. Okay, spliff. Spliff. Yeah. Okay. See, so you did know. No, sorry, so you did know. Oh God. And how have you been, Pink?
I'm fine. Absolutely fine. It was my birthday last week.
Happy birthday, belated. I can't even keep up with the chat. Hugh Hefner practically slept with that pipe in his mouth for many decades. That particular pipe?
That's
She's got
one.
Hugh Hefner's pipe.
That's who that's for?
Hugh Hefner? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
The pipe that Laura V has?
Yeah. Is that
But he's
his?
dead. He can't smoke it now.
Yeah, but it could have been his.
Oh, I thought you said that's who that's for, or that's who it was.
No.
I'm sure he used several. I don't know. She goes, I'm sure he used several. I don't know. Hugh Hefner, he's got a corncob pipe, like one of those Appalachian hillbillies.
Where'd you
These
get
two are,
Hugh Hefner's pipe from?
huh?
Where did you get Hugh Hefner's pipe from?
She robbed his grave. Me too. She goes, I'm so confused. He goes, fat. Oh, you're in New York City, Cypher?
You have his sailor hat. You see, I watched, their shows.
I'm gonna have to read the chat. He had a sailor hat.
He always wore it.
In his
You
pajamas, in his dressing gown.
Yes.
a sailor hat?
Like he would wear it like you'd wear on a boat or something.
Well, I know. That's what I mean. Like,
Yes.
and in a robe,
He was always in pajamas.
If that doesn't like be indicative of the life of leisure, I don't know what does.
What?
Living, always wearing pajamas,
I know, right?
right? That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like to have like a total like this whole wardrobe of great comfy pajamas. And like you have everything on your property that
Laura,
you
you
need,
have
basically.
his sailor pipe, a robe, and slippers.
No,
Put it
she
all on. Let's
doesn't.
see.
Put it on.
Put it on. Let's see.
Oh my god, put it on. What the fuck? Oh
Put
my
it
god.
on. We want to see.
We should all dress up as something. What do you think? What would you dress up as? Either
Me?
one of you. Both of you. What would you
Oh,
guys dress up? Huh?
I'd have to think about that. What do I want to be?
Well, say we got the catalog right here and you don't have time to think. What are you going to be?
I don't know.
No, I'm not sure.
Oh my god. Well, all right. We each have three choices. What would I be? I'd want to, if I had the, like, not saying I really don't have the stomach for it, I
What would
guess.
you dress up as?
I would like to be I Dream of Jeannie, but I want the bottle too.
Well, I don't blame you. I would too.
I like that purple room in there, right? You remember it, Pink?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have I Dream of Jeannie over there
Yeah.
in Wales.
Good.
That's where she lives,
Well,
I heard, Pink.
I know, but the way you said it, they have I Dream of Jeannie over there.
Oh, well, it was like a question. If you could see it, it would have a question mark at the end. But not that way either. I guess it would still be the same way. I don't know what I'm saying. You know what story I really want to hear is two. First of all, I want to know what is the weather like in Wales right now?
oh my God, it is
Rainy.
so cold. And we had a storm last night, so there's sort of lots of roofs and tiles and things off, and it's been so cold. I just can't stand it. And I've
Really?
got a really old house, so it's like my house is about 140 years old. So
No,
honestly,
sir.
it is so cold in here. No matter how much heating you put on, it is cold all the
I'm
time.
freezing in mine right now. I'm
Even
freezing
my
right now.
dogs wear jumpers. So it's
Oh
like
my
really
god.
cold.
Do you have a fireplace though?
I've got an open fire. Yeah,
Do you
a
have it
coal fire.
going?
Yeah,
Oh, I love a fireplace. You don't have wood in it though, no?
I
Do you have a
do
coal
use
bin?
wood.
Do you get a coal delivery?
Yeah, and I
They still
use
do
wood
that?
and coal. Yeah.
Because I remember when I used to live in England, they had a little hole in the sidewalk, where the like they would dump the coal.
Yeah, I've got
And
coal
I'm not
house.
ignoring you guys in the chat room. We're just all having our own conversations. Don't worry. We'll rewatch it and then we'll know what went on.
Oh,
Just
I'm
so you
reading the chat.
Oh, you are? Great.
And
I heard you. Awesome. Um, and I'm just wondering, do you have that same thing? Do they still like dump it into a coal bin into the
I've
basement and
got
you go down
a
there?
coal house. No, I've got a coal house at the bottom of my garden, and the coal man takes it and opens the door and dumps it in there.
Oh, okay. Do you have a
We call
thatched
it the
roof?
coal house. No, God, I wish I did. No, no, I've got like a Victorian house.
Oh, it's Victorian. So is it brick?
Yeah.
Not Tudor.
No, oh my goodness, I wish I did have a Tudor house.
I
The
know,
house next
right?
door is I think it's 1720, one of my neighbours' houses.
1720. What year is yours? You said 140 years old?
About I think it's about 18 I don't know, about 1870, something like that. 1876, I think it might be. I can't
Oh my
remember.
God.
But
Is it like scary?
I've got an attic room that's scary. I've got this attic room and I literally haven't been in the attic room for about 8 years. And I've had about 4 dogs over the 20 years I've lived here, and not one of my dogs will go up into the attic room ever. The only person who
Really?
goes up into the attic room is my husband, and my daughter will go up there. But it's, do you know when you go in a room and you feel like somebody's watching you? I always get
Oh,
that feeling that someone's watching me, and it's got this really creepy window, and it's got this door. And when you open in the wall, obviously it's in the wall. When you open it, it's a bricked up wall, which is
oh,
really,
wow.
my house and next door neighbour's house that's attached to me used to be one big house, and
Now
then it was
that's not
chopped.
where the chimney is going through, though.
No, the chimney's further over.
Because the brick, yeah, bricked up wall, but having the door is kind of weird, right? Why would you have a door
So,
to the chimney anyway?
no, it's not to the chimney, it's to into
No, I
next.
know, but even if it was the chimney, it wouldn't make sense anyway because you wouldn't make a door there. You know what I mean? So it would have to be bricked up after it was a door.
No, no, the chimney runs further over.
No, I know. So it has nothing to do with the chimney. Yeah.
Oh no, no, no! It's into next door because it was one big house. So obviously, when they split it, they just bricked it up and then just shut the door. So when I
Oh,
bought the house, I thought, oh my goodness, there's another room. So I opened it and I thought, oh no, it's a brick wall. It's weird. And then I
so
have actually
so it's the house next door though.
is the house next door has got hers is boarded over, so you can't see the door where the door is on her side.
Well, but they're connected. You guys are connected.
Yeah, so if I broke
Like
down
a
the bricks,
duplex.
I'd be in, yeah, if I broke
That's
down the
it.
bricks, I'd be in my neighbour's
Oh,
house.
oh, okay. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
I thought you meant there was a body buried in there.
Oh no. Oh yeah,
That's where I thought
well,
you were going. That's where my head was at, that it was fucking you all alone in this old Victorian house, and there was a bricked up room, and God knows what's in there.
Oh my
oh, I have got a horrible story about my house though.
Oh, tell us.
When I moved in, I was the a couple of days after I moved in, I was having the chimney swept because they'd had a chimney fire, and the chimney. I've got a really big floor to ceiling window in my living room, and the front of my house is really high, so the window's very high off the ground. And the chimney sweep came and he goes, "You know about this house, don't you?" And I was like, "No, what?" And apparently, the old lady who had lived here all her life, she was in her 90s. She'd stepped on the windowsill to wash the windows inside, and gone through and cut a main artery in her leg and bled to death on the pavement outside. And apparently, the blood was running all down the street.
Oh,
So,
your house.
so everyone knows it. So since that day, everyone goes, "Oh, I know the house you live in. You live in the house that the lady bled to death." And I'm like, "Yeah, I live in that house."
Oh. So I wonder, like, do you You don't ever like feel like maybe she's in the house.
Well, you do get weird things, but I've lived in a lot of old houses, and you do. I think you do with old houses. I always think there's like a, I don't know,
Residue, like a
yeah, like
residual.
a residue. Sometimes you can hear a noise or a voice, like or talking, and you think, where's that coming from? And you go through the whole house, and there's no one in there, or I think it's just old houses. Old houses are
I
just so much has happened
do
in
you agree
them.
with I Heart Pink? Do you think like that whole converse? You know how she was saying about you'll hear people like I've heard that too before. People like I swear to God, it would sound like a conversation, but whispered conversation, and
Mm.
like they didn't even really know I was here. And um, have you ever experienced anything like that? I Heart Pink.
Once.
Okay,
And
tell us.
never again. We went to visit some friends who were living in an old home. It was beautiful. And they had one bedroom downstairs and all the rest were upstairs. And she was getting ready to have a baby. And she told us about the nursery. And I said, well, I'd like to see it. And instead of her like taking us, she says, oh, well, y'all can just go. It's up there. And which it was beautiful. And she said, when we went into the room across the hall from it. It was empty. And I said, this would be a beautiful room for a baby too. And then we started hearing a baby crying.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
God.
We flew down the stairs like, oh my. Well, in that room, a baby died. I mean, years and years and years and years ago. And well,
The lady told you that when you asked her?
yeah, and she doesn't go upstairs. That's why she wouldn't take us.
It
Because
was
she doesn't.
did she live there anymore or she was just,
Oh no, she was gone before the baby was born. They were gone.
oh,
They didn't even
oh,
stay there. Yeah,
oh,
yes, but
oh
it was
my
like
God.
I almost said, "Pink, when are you moving? I know you're moving, correct?"
Oh,
Mm.
me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, January, hopefully. But another thing that we've all heard is whistling. We used to hear whistling all the time, really clear, especially in the middle of the night. And you'd wake up and there'd be whistling, like somebody whistling. It was
Really?
really bizarre. Yeah, really bizarre.
Like somebody like a physical not wind because I know
No,
those
no,
houses there are
a
drafty.
tune,
A
a tune, and it was like,
tune. Oh my God. That's creepy. How
Yes.
about like pipe smoke or anything? Did you smell that at the same time?
no,
Well,
no,
somebody who
no.
could whistle a tune and smoke a pipe at the same time. That's pretty talented.
Maybe they can shave their yak as well while they're there.
While they're dancing and jigging, playing the one man, the one man band with the cymbals and between his knees, accordion. Oh my God. Now, Rachel said something about werewolves.
Rachel terrifying me.
I Oh, you guys can read the chat and talk at the same time. If I did that, I would be so lost. In fact, I'm proud of myself right at this moment because I remember something that me and I Heart Pink on the phone had started to talk about, and I still don't know the end of the story. So she might have even told the end of the story, but I just don't remember it. But it
Which
was
one?
a good story. The one with when the dog lived across the street from the
Oh yeah,
house.
yeah. I never
Yeah.
finished telling you.
Oh,
So
that's really I knew it. Yep,
I
go ahead.
before we moved, I realized the dog was kicked to the curb because the baby was born. And it was a
Well, tell them for the beginning of the story. Like
oh
the dog lived there. Yeah.
story. Um, it was 8 years ago. We moved from our other home to where we are now, and we didn't sell it because we didn't know what we were going to do with it. So when my son-in-law moved from New Jersey um, to Louisiana, we went ahead and let him live in it. until they knew what they wanted to do. Well, the neighbors across the street, they had a beautiful little
Bye,
puppy,
Cypher. Go ahead.
and they it would go in and out. And then when she had a baby, I noticed that the puppy was always outside, and it would get close to the road, and I was getting a little nervous. But we moved, so my son-in-law was there, and the dog would go meet him, and he would take her in the house. She would sleep, he'd feed her, he'd keep her all day, and then he'd let her out at night, and he thought she was going home, and he the next morning she was there. I don't think she ever went home. And so this went on for like 4 months. And so he realized that the dog was always with him, and they never did do anything with the dog. So he went across the street and he asked them, he said, I'm going to be moving, but since she's always with me, can I have her? No. So he
Ah,
was disappointed. And I looked at him, I'm like, I would have never walked over there. So he was very sad. So when he was moving to go to an apartment, he was getting ready to back out, and she looked at him so sad. He opened the door. She got in the vehicle, and they've had her since. Well, they ended up moving to that home. Her and my, him and my
oh,
daughter
they
both.
moved back across the street
No, they moved into our old house.
where the dog was originally. Oh, was
No,
he moving from?
no, he went. He should have never gotten an apartment. But he should have just stayed there,
Right,
because
because he was already there,
he
right? So
was
the
there.
dog
But
like knew the neighborhood anyway. Oh,
so
I hope the
they
dog
were
didn't think he was bringing him back.
right. They were worried that the people would see the dog. So they would let her go outside to the bathroom and then hurry up and get her right back in. Then they realized they weren't living there anymore, so which was perfect.
Ah, that
So
was like a god, like a divine intervention that those people moved away.
yes, all every animal they have is a rescue. And then their second dog, he went
Your
fishing.
son-in-law and your daughter, right?
Yes, he
Yeah,
went fishing, and he found this little bitty puppy stuck in the mud right off the bank.
stuck
And
in the mud.
yes, like his legs were almost all the way in the mud
And she lives in Louisiana, so it is mucky there, right?
in those areas when you're
Yeah,
fishing.
right.
And um, so he dug him out and he took him home, and he's still kicking, doing good. And then at our shop, my daughter saw a bunch of little puppies, and they looked like
Welcome, Aprodi. I'm sorry to interrupt. Welcome, Aprodi. If that's how you say the name. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Welcome. Okay. In your shop, there was a bunch
my
of little puppies
there was a bunch of puppies someone had just dumped. And so
outside of your shop.
there's an apartment complex, and they take in a bunch of dogs. And my daughter took one home. Then they adopted a cat, and
Mm,
so and they have all their animals. Yep.
wow. Let's take a look at what the room is saying here for a minute, and let's
Mhm.
see. Because I'm like totally like so far behind. Okay, so we're going. Okay, it's always the right time. Okay, I'm gonna go to one. Never knows what rattles outside. Absolutely. Continue. Okay. So glad I'm houseless. Okay, Rachel, I understand. A little hug from Cypher. Rachel, thanks for letting me know. Sometimes I'm slow.
Rachel, did you
It
move?
let you ladies be, but appreciate ya. Oh, thank you, Cypher. I know you're probably gone, but if you rewatch, thank you very much for that. Throwback says that I know ever since Throwback's been coming here that she's been having an issue with. One night was saying there was like a she felt there was like something at the end of her hall, something dark, like a dark presence. She said, "You remember that Throwback? That's some months ago." Diane was a goose from Christmas Story movie when the bucket his dog came over and ate the turkey.
Have
Right.
you got Bigfoot in Louisiana? Is it? Is a Bigfoot there?
Well, they claim yes.
I love
Yes.
Bigfoot.
I love Bigfoot. You killed me that time when you said, "Are you kidding
I
me? Bigfoot is
furious.
Tom Reed."
I, I thought that was, I was convinced that even though I've never been on his channel, I don't know him, I was convinced that that was aimed at me. The next day, I mean, it was set like, it came up on my phone and it was that video of him filming Bigfoot. I
Yeah.
was fuming. I hate fake Bigfoot videos. I'm fuming.
Wasn't that funny though? The way the Bigfoot was acting, like just I thought the person was pretty funny.
And it was like
I
a
really,
blonde Bigfoot, wasn't it? It was like
yeah,
blonde.
on the road looking over the overpass and shit.
Oh my God. I was sitting there teething, thinking, I really don't like this person. I don't even know him. I
Did you
really
see it?
thought
I
he
Heart
came
Pink.
at me. Pardon?
What?
I said, did I Heart Pink? Did you see that video? What Tom Reed did?
No.
Because we were talking about Tom Reed one night, and because he had like years ago, you remember he did a video of himself in a Sasquatch suit and a Bigfoot suit.
I never saw that.
You didn't? well, he didn't. He said that there is a story of like a Sasquatch running across the highway, and he goes, "That was me," right? So, again, we were talking about it on here one night, and I said, I've received 10 emails from your neighbors saying this winter they don't want you running across their yard as Sasquatch to Tom Reed, right? And so Pink goes, "Are you telling me that that Tom Reed is Bigfoot? I'm gutted right now," which means like brokenhearted, because she loves Bigfoot, right? And so after that, Tom must have been watching that one. He had to have been, because
Oh,
then he made,
definitely.
yeah, he had to have been, right? Because he made a video of, which that cracks me up, doesn't it? That he does
It
watch.
was funny. But the way it popped up on my phone, it was just, I've never had anything from, that pop up from him, to
The
sort of say,
chosen one.
yeah,
Chosen one,
yeah.
yeah.
And then all it just came straight up, and I was like, "Are you joking?" And I thought, that's aimed at me. I know it is. He's just ruined my whole life.
He's just ruined my whole life. Oh, you are funny. Oh my God.
A friend of mine sent me this thing, and it was a picture of like this party in the background, and this person on their own, and it said, when you go to a party and you're the only one that wants to constantly talk about Bigfoot." It was hilarious. I think they're trying to tell me something.
Is that is that how you found my channel? By
No,
Bigfoot?
no. I told you. I kept getting. What do you call it when they keep sending you it?
So it's
Like
like on your feed or
recommending it.
something?
Recommend.
They
Recommended.
keep,
Yes.
yeah. And I
Yes.
kept thinking, what do I want to watch? I thought you was like a survivor girl in the woods. Like
Oh,
one of
that's
these
fine.
survivor. And I was thinking, what the hell do I want to watch that for? And it kept doing it and kept doing it. And then I think I seen you on Bobbles, and I thought, oh my God, that's that survivor girl. It's nothing to do with survival in the woods. I thought you was like one of them maniacs that lives in the woods for like 6 months on their own and things.
I'm in a tent. I haven't showered for weeks.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I'm
proper
washing down by the
stinky.
brook.
Yeah, yes, proper stinky, living out there,
Yeah.
killing animals all the time. Yeah, I thought, oh my God, no.
Killing squirrels and roasting them on a
Yeah,
stick.
yeah, that was it. Oh my God, no.
I've got like this little squirrel dress on, like all knitted together and shit. Pelt.
Squirrel skin and a big raccoon hat.
Yeah.
Can you see her on Naked and Afraid?
No, never. It would be because I was naked that they were afraid.
Yeah, said that.
Never.
Said that naked and afraid. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like,
You
you
at
guys,
least have your underpants on, don't you? Oh my goodness.
What the hell would you be naked out there for? Why?
Yeah,
Why?
if
Can't we wear
I'm
something?
I know if I'm running away from a bear, I want my underpants on. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
they all end up filthy, rashes everywhere.
Oh my god, and another thing, no clothes. I'm a big girl. I'd end up as Bigfoot's bird. I do not want to be Bigfoot's bird.
By bird, she means girlfriend. Next thing, she's wearing a fur coat. Like fucking Bigfoot. Oh my god. Fucking, that's so funny.
Oh,
Oh, Mrs. Bigfoot. Ah, oh god.
they claim
And,
there were sightings in Louisiana. I don't know. I don't know because this book Bigfoot gets around. I tell you what, he's everywhere, and they even actually had a show on
I
it.
can't hear. Okay, now I can hear.
And they actually have. I don't know where it
I
was.
missed everything you just said. I didn't hear anything you just
Oh, they
I
actually
heard it.
a show that was
said.
filmed in Louisiana, and we know the people. And they had this big meeting over Bigfoot, and we had a fishing camp not too far from it, and we had some guys over there, and they were outside, and they all started running in because they thought they saw Bigfoot. Huh?
Really?
But they
You
did.
know,
They did not.
well, you have a second device, right? So,
Hmm.
oh my god, my dog is like getting down with its blanket right now. It's breathing all heavy and shit. I'm like, please stop, please. I don't want people to think that's me. Um, oh my god, what the hell is the name of the channel? I'm like, okay, you guys keep talking.
Hmm.
Okay, you
What are you
and
gonna
Pink.
do?
I'm looking for this Bigfoot documentary where the guy sees Bigfoot in the backyard. And I want you to play it on your laptop so that I can't remember what the hell the name is of the place.
Oh, is it that 911 thing? When he rings 911 and he's on the phone to 911 screaming, "There's a Bigfoot in my backyard."
It's on YouTube.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know if that's what she's talking about. He's on the phone and he's saying there's a Bigfoot in his backyard and he's hysterical.
I would be hysterical. Yes.
So is it warm where you are now?
Where it's cool. When we've been this morning, it was like 40, and then it got up to 57, cloudy all day. But I'm ready
I
for
love it. I
cold.
love a southern accent. It's so nice.
Huh?
It's really nice.
I can't find it. I
Is
cannot
it,
find it.
is it, is it when he's on the phone to 911?
No, I know what one you're talking about. And oh my god, there's one where
Is it YouTube?
there's so many of those 911 calls. Those break my heart.
I've got Bigfoot ringtones.
What are they?
It's with all the recordings people have recorded and their ringtones they've made them into ringtones.
They did?
Yeah,
Like the Bigfoot calls?
yeah.
You know what I always thought was, what if that like somebody who is hunting Bigfoot on one side, and then
I
no, but they've got one of those big loud speakers to play that
yeah,
Bigfoot call, and then
and they're
somebody
calling each other.
no, and the other side, yeah, the other side's recording them going, oh my god, I think there's Bigfoot in the woods. And so we're watching different,
Yeah,
we're watching like the one that's, searching for Bigfoot and they never see him. But on the flip side, we're watching the people who are looking for him play those Bigfoot sounds and we think it exists.
yeah. Or tree knocking each other.
Yeah, yeah, they're doing that to each other and we're going, oh, so it must exist. I mean, listen, it's happening right now, but it's the other person on the other side looking for a Bigfoot too. Fucking, oh my god. I don't know if I'd like to see one. What I Heart Pink was thinking about maybe getting a monkey if they're legal in her state.
Oh, they're so cute.
And she would be the best mom for it. I'm just saying.
You just have to be so committed, and my dogs won't allow it.
Not a chimp. They're well evil than chimps.
No,
Oh my
as a
god.
macaque, but it's a certain macaque. I forget the first word before it.
Those little baby ones.
Like a spider
Because
monkey.
they've killed the mothers and stuff in the
And
trees.
they have short tails. They're real short tails.
Sharp tails?
Short, like short,
Oh, short, not sharp.
not sharp. Short.
Now I want a sharp tail one because
No.
fucking that should be like one of those stingers or something. A stinger.
It's what I was telling them. I want a macaque, and my
Did you
son
guys see what Lulu just wrote?
was.
Okay. Net is live and confirmed she was not here. I knew it.
Oh, did you tell her, Lulu?
Yeah, did you tell her? How did she know? You asked her? Oh, they're still talking about a ghost there.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
net, and the net, and the net, and the net. Oh, see,
oh, and
Diana, actually, you don't have to feel bad
wow.
for being nice to not talk.
Get rid of that one. Is it too late? I can't go back that far. I don't think.
For what?
I can.
To
Can
do
I
what?
get rid of this net?
We'll just get rid of them later.
I can
No
do it
big deal.
now.
She said she asked. Did ask.
Boom. Gone.
Oh, you got them?
Yes.
She's doing double duty. Double duty. These are my two mods, and they're up here. But she's pulling double duty. Huh?
Lulu's in the chat.
Yeah, Lulu's been here.
Yeah, I know she's
Pink
a mod.
She is a mod. Oh, you're right. Oh my god. Look wrong. Dang, man. What's wrong with me? Lots of things. Where do you want to start?
Well, because on the on the live, when you there, we don't see her blue. Like on my phone, I don't see Lulu blue, but when I'm looking on my iPad, I see her blue.
I see a blue on my phone, but I'm behind in my chat. Since I've come back, I'm like, my chat is behind us now on my phone, and I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I'm about 60 seconds behind in the chat because I've got somebody before and it said time them out, and I've timed them out. And then all of a sudden it says Survivorgirl's timed them out. And I thought, no, I've just timed them out. But it's not. It's because I'm behind and I don't know what's wrong with my phone. And on YouTube, why I'm behind.
Tap the screen. Tap the screen. Maybe you're not all the way to the end.
No, I am. It's still. It's every day. It's behind. I'm slow in the chat.
Oh,
it's lagging.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's lagging all the time. I'm not.
Yeah, you never answered me. Are you still like looking up yak shaving or shaving your yak?
It wasn't me that said it. Somebody had got it off their what you call them things?
No, I know,
Alexis.
but I said, wasn't it you who looked it up for me? And you go, yeah, I'm still doing it.
Oh no, I meant no. I'm still yak shaving.
Didn't it just mean putting things off till tomorrow or something?
Yeah, it just meant doing different things or just
Starting one
yeah.
thing and not finishing it. Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
was.
that was
Like,
it. Start, yeah.
yeah, yak shaving, like never getting it done, like it was impossible or something. I don't know. It was strange. Laura says trivia time. She's got her
And then
Alexis
she's
ready.
straight
Oh,
up. Enough of that bull. Trivia time.
I know, right? There's always this. I don't know. Why do you guys? Yeah, nah, in a little bit.
I am
So
not playing trivia with Laura. There's no point.
yeah, but she's got the Alexa going. That's why. And so like I'll like really go real slow with the questions. So she just holds it right in front of Alexa or Siri or whatever, and then it gives her the answer. I don't know if that's true. I'm just making that up. Pink,
Yeah.
don't you have a dog too?
I've got two. I've got a Chihuahua and I've got a mixy thing. He's a poodle mixed with a Jack Russell and a Border Terrier, which is a bit confusing.
Yeah, that is a border terrier. Aren't they bigger than both of those? What did you say? So
No,
those like
no.
a
His mum was a Border Terrier and his dad was a Jack Russell Poodle.
Jack
So
Russell
that,
poodle. His
so
name's
he's kind
Jack with a
of
perm. His
he, he,
name's Jack.
he's just hairy. He's not curly. He's just like this big black big fur ball, and he's probably about the size of a poodle. And then I've got my
Okay, guys,
Chihuahua.
these guys are still freaking talking about ghosts in there. I saw a ghost, but I didn't really like. Well, I did see one time because those streets in England, I'm telling you, are so foggy. And I remember walking home, and it was so scary. Is it real foggy in Wales too? I imagine so, right?
No, we don't get much fog, even though I'm by the sea. We don't get much fog at all.
You're by the sea,
Yeah, I live about 2 or 3 miles from the sea. 2 miles.
really?
Yeah.
I bet your fish and chips is excellent.
Um. Oh, it's all right.
I didn't mean the kind you cook. I meant at the store.
So rude. My fish and chips are excellent.
Are they?
No.
Um, oh my god. I don't know why. That's it. What about werewolves? Do you get those around there?
Oh yeah, we've got loads. Constantly
Seriously?
bumping into werewolves. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my
No.
god, you're too funny. Yeah. Oh my god. Who's the person who stayed in a castle with somebody? Was I watching a documentary and there was
I
ghosts
stayed, I
there?
stayed in the castle.
You did, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Did you say there was ghosts there?
yeah. Well, I had something that run past us, and like the guide ran off, and I ran, like, but I
The
don't know. We
guide
didn't go
ran
to
off?
bed. Yeah, and left me in the dark.
Tell us again. Tell us the whole
Oh
story
no, I'm
again.
not
Some
doing
people.
it again. I'm like super bore on here. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, SG's not ranting. She's talking to Super Ball tonight."
Super bored, sir. I don't think so. Look it, they can't get enough of the mostly ghostly.
That's because
Yeah.
Rachel's telling them, or Rachel, sorry.
Yeah.
And Rachel's
But
keeping
just
everyone
tell us.
entertained
Tell,
in the chat.
tell us a story. Either one of the pinks. Come on.
I've got to get down anyway because I've got to get dressed, or otherwise I'll be stuck in my pajamas all day if I don't get some
Oh,
help in a minute.
all right. All right.
But I'll come back when I'm dressed. I mean, I'll come back in the chat when I'm dressed.
All right. All right.
I
Love
think
you.
we'll
I'll
see.
hope your day
Love
goes
you
good.
all. Bye, bye. Bye.
Bye. Peace, love, and tacos. You want me to do it? I can do it. There. Okay. Hi, Pink. I heart Pink.
Uh-huh.
Tell everybody about your dogs. How many dogs you have, please?
Oh, wow. How many dogs I have? I have three. Two are a brother and sister. They're Shih Tzus. And um, about 3 months, about 3 months ago, this little, I don't even know what it is. It's like a rat terrier, Jack Russell. She came into the yard lost and sad, and I took her. And right now she's sleeping in the bed with my husband and the other two.
Aw. Hi, Geez Louise. Welcome. And I want to say to, I want to say to Rachel, that, you crack me up. Because earlier she goes, um, SG is telling I Heart Pink's story, right? And just now she says, goes, Pink got left by the guide and Pink screamed all the way running outside. Ha ha, Rachel. Now you're telling Pink's story.
I
That's
had a
how much
black
you
and white Shih Tzu Laura, but she passed away, and I was so sad. So a month later, I got two with the brown, white, and black, and then the little girl turned just white and tan, and he's still the three colors. But I love them.
And the one that you like that came up to the house, oh my god, you told me her name before now.
Peanut.
Peanut. Yeah. Stop it. Get out of my pocketbook. Oh my god, lay down. Um oh, you had a black and white Shih Tzu. I would call that one salt and pepper. Oh, and she says the salt works quite a lot every time I pour. Look at that. Salt and pepper. Oh my god. I like tonight's chat so much better. It's so nice here because we're laughing more and stuff. You know, it could have been because you know all that anger could have been because I didn't have any weed.
Any what?
Weed
Oh,
for the last couple of days.
I thought you said meat. I'm like, what?
No weed. Just kidding. No, really. Listen to Rachel. Lorraine and Ed Warren said crosses were of no use, especially in that haunting that happened in London. So Laura V wanted to show us she was in my life from ages 8 to 9, like 29. What are we talking about?
Oh, wow. She lived a long time. That's a long time. Wow.
Oh God! Oh, thank God we're talking about that Shih Tzu. Oh, I thought I missed the death of somebody.
No, that's a very long time. Mine died at 11.
29.
No, she was 8 or 9 to like 29. In her,
Yeah, the
yeah,
dog stayed in her life like that, right?
that's a
20
long
years.
time. Yeah.
A long time. I went on like this tour one time, like one of those ghost walks. And the lady had her pug with her, and he had a little one of those little cat capes on, you know,
Hmm.
and took the ghost tour with us. But he was the tour guide's dog, and he was about I think she said 20 years old, but he still wanted to always go. You know, he'd been doing it with her for years, so you know they would give like two a night or something. And freaking the dog would go with a little cape and a little hat on. So cute. So cute. What was your first dog you ever had? I heart Pink.
The little, well, technically, the first Shih Tzu was for my daughter, but she was going to school and she was working, and so when we got her, I never had a dog,
Hi,
and so
Cypher.
I had to take care of her. So I wrapped her in a blanket and I carried her everywhere we went because she fit in the palm of my hand. And I fed her. She slept. She was, you know, with me all day. And every night, my daughter would come to my room to get the dog so they can go to bed. Well, it got to where the dog didn't want to go with her anymore, and she'd take it anyhow. And then the dog would, she went and she hid behind my head and, like, no, no, no. And so she became my dog.
Of course, of
And
course.
like, well, you're not here to tend to her all day. It's me. So I'm like her owner. And
That's true, right? I mean,
yeah,
basically, that's who they love the most, right? Is the one that
yeah,
feeds them and whatever. All dogs, anybody, right? I mean,
exactly. Well, when this daughter got married, and then when she was pregnant for her first baby, she was a little, you know, because I already told her, I said, look, if you need me to babysit some of the days, I'll be happy to do it just to help you out because daycare can be quite pricey. Plus, you know, you kind of don't want to take a newborn in with a bunch of people around.
oh
So
no way.
she was like a little hesitant at first. And I'm like, she goes, my mother in law said she would do my half day. I said, so that leaves 4 days and you need me the 4 days? She goes, well, this is the problem that I'm facing. What if my baby rathers you? I said, let me lay it on the line. Dogs love the person that feeds them. Now, a baby, you can be the crappiest parent, the most useless thing on this earth, and a child will always love their mother and father. They're going to love them. I said, so your baby will love me, but it's going to love you more. And she found out that her baby wasn't a puppy, you know. So
Oh, yeah. So she was like nervous because of the dog loving you.
like her baby's
Oh,
gonna like me more. And I said, trust me,
wow.
I don't want your baby. Because when you take your baby, I have a life. Yeah,
Right, right, right.
I've had four. I don't need another one.
Can you? I don't know if you will or not, but I think the story is just so great. It's such a great story,
Oh,
and
uh,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
yep, the saint.
Yes.
All right.
And I just think it's such a great story, and I wanted to start from the beginning. Like, if you don't, you leave out what you want, but I think it's such a, I love it. The story is awesome, and I feel like even before you told me that story, I think that's why you even told me was because I had said to you, I felt like the way you came out and started talking to me because of why I was feeling that particular day, and it was so nice the comment that you left, and God, that was, and something that I'd said to you is what made you tell this story. And the story is, God, I love it. I really do. And I'd be honored if you tell it.
Around a little over 3 years ago, my husband, something happened and he completely passed out onto concrete, and he had to be air med to a hospital that could accommodate him. He had a closed head bleeding, and he was having seizures, and so we had to drive, naturally, me and my son, where they sent him. And so we were sitting in ICU waiting rooms and not knowing what was what and what was going to happen because there was bleeding on the brain. And that afternoon, well, we got there that afternoon. A little later, no, the next morning, there's this older lady that walks in, and she looks like she's beside herself. And she's holding a rosary, and she's just like so sad. Well, her son was in a terrible accident. He was hit by a car, but he was very broken. There was a lot going on with him. And so she shared that story, and then we would talk a few times, and then she asked me, she goes, "Are y'all staying here at the hospital?" I said, "No, there's a hotel right there, and we're staying there." "Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to see if I can get a room there." And this, so my son gave her the phone number and all that right there. And so she told me a little later, she said, "I am so upset that someone called and there's a priest that's going to come and talk to me just to make me feel better about what's going on." So um then while we were sitting there, she says, "I have a sister, but she died." It was the sister was older than her, and she died when she was a young girl. And so she says, "But they're about done that she's going to become a saint, and it's almost finished." I'm like, "Oh, that is very interesting." So, she told me a whole bunch about it. I can't remember it all because my mind was where my husband was, but I was just listening to her talk, and she was just telling me all about her sister being a saint. And so she said, "And my sister's name is Charlene." And I didn't say anything. And then a little while later, she goes, "Come see. I have a room at the hotel, and but I don't remember the number." And so I told her where we were staying. And then she goes, "By the way, what is your name?" And this woman looked so frail and so sad. And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I can't tell her my name. She might have a heart attack because my name is Charlene." And when I told her, I just couldn't make eye contact. I had to look away. And I don't know what she did, but she was like super attached after that. And so I would look at my daughter. I'm like, I'm hoping she doesn't think that I'm her sister because I'm not. We just so happen to have the same name. And it was just like, oh, it was like that whole time was such an emotional, it was very emotional what was going on. Anyhow, my husband's fine. He came through with everything. He had to learn how to speak,
Wow, that must have been a really tough time. Is he all fully recovered,
right?
100%?
He had to learn to do everything, but he learned it it came back
Really?
really good. Very, very good.
Wow, that is
So,
something else. I've like
you
known
know,
other people that have had. I knew a woman, a couple, where the husband had, went right over the edge of the highway, like, and he
um,
lived, but he really didn't look the same. Even, it wasn't that he was just his face was different. And she said he
so
didn't even. He was so different to her. He didn't even smell the same
yeah.
anymore.
Well, mm, um, that was that time period was horrible because he's different, and until he's on stuff, to kind of help with anger and stuff.
Hmm.
But he thinks it's anxiety medicine, but it's not. And I don't say anything. But
Yeah,
that
what
part
is it?
hmm?
What is it?
Depression medicine.
The same, right? I mean,
No, it's not like it's he thinks it's like a Xanax, and it's not.
good, good. You don't want him taking benzos.
No, no. But
No.
no, that was a trial some time I have ever faced because I did my research while he was in there.
Hmm.
And I learned a lot about head traumas. And he wasn't breathing on his own, so he was, intubated. And but I have my son-in-law from New Jersey is a respiratory therapist, so he would go in there and look at the machines, and he didn't need them to tell him what was going on because he knew what was going on, and he said he's doing good. He's breathing however much percentage on his own, and you know it's but And
But
some,
now, right? He's fine now, though, right?
huh?
He's fine now, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's just different. He's
Right. But you mean I'm talking about like the you mean the breathe? I was talking about more like the breathing. Is he fine with breathing
oh,
now?
everything is good. Everything's good.
Yeah, I was like meaning more, you know, um, physically. That's what I was meaning. Like
And then
that.
the January before COVID broke loose, he was in Kansas, and he called me and he said, "I don't feel good." I'm like, "Well, what's wrong?" And he says, "I'm hurting." And I'm like, "Well, go to a doctor. Go
Good night,
to
Cipher. I'm sorry. Go
go
ahead.
to an emergency room if they don't have like a urgent care or something." Which they don't have an urgent care where he was. And I said, "Seriously, don't put it off. Go." Um, when he went to the hospital, he got out of his truck and he barely got into the hospital. Do you know his appendix had ruptured?
Oh God, my sisters did. Yeah, she had that. Good night, Cipher. Thank you for coming here. I appreciate it, fellow Pisces.
Yes.
Um, my sister had that with the peritonitis. You
Hmm?
know, because the stuff that comes, you know, just the
I
when it
throwback.
explodes, when it ruptures. High throwback.
Yeah, it ruptured. So before they could transfer him to a bigger hospital that can handle him,
Hmm.
um, they did, CAT scans. They did MRI, not a CAT scan, MRI. They did pumped him with antibiotics galore, which was good. And then when the ambulance took him to the other hospital, we were en route. And so I stayed on the phone with a friend that where he was, and he stayed with them, and they ended up doing the surgery like 4 hours later after he got there,
Hmm.
and they did not have to completely open him, like four all over. And he's kind of very hard-headish. I learned from the t the
Literally, right?
I,
Literally.
from the traumatic brain injury
Mhm.
to let him do what he has to do. It's out of my hands.
Right.
I can't do it. And so my daughter was there and she goes, "What is he doing? He's not supposed to be doing that." I'm like, "Close the curtains, let him do. Let him."
What was he doing?
Handling dogs like a
But he
week.
loves the dogs.
Well, yeah, but other people volunteer to help, and he has to do what he has to do, and I can't worry anymore on that.
Because
For
sometimes, right? If you don't, if you don't try and you don't succeed, but that's your, it's certain that you're not going to succeed if you don't
and
try.
who
He,
just
like he might have tried and then realized he couldn't, and then been humble enough to say, "Oh, you know what? I can't do it. I do need the help." But he
right,
needed to at least try to see,
right,
and so yeah, you know.
and with when he had the traumatic brain injury, I was taking care of everything. The dogs, we didn't have as many dogs then,
Hmm.
and well, he has large dogs, hunting dogs, so
Yeah,
that's
you breed them, right? Like,
well, no, not yet. We
oh,
will.
okay.
He said they will be breeding next year, and I just looked at him. But I have a
Oh
daughter.
yeah, that was an accident litter that you
Well,
just had the
yeah,
poinsettias. Yeah.
we had our
Yeah.
poinsettias. We had designer dogs.
High Ministry. Yeah, one of them is going to Michigan, right?
Yes, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
well, my granddaughter, my oldest one, wanted to come stay a few days, so she would come with me to help the dogs, or she'd stay with her grandfather. and he had a hard time sleeping. He couldn't sleep. So a friend of mine gave me some lotion, and she says she rubs it on her feet at night, and
It
it helps.
puts the lotion on its skin. Oh, so just kidding.
So me
Like
and my
from the no, from Silence of the Lambs. I'm just kidding.
no, me and my granddaughter, hi ministry, we were rubbing his feet and his legs,
Hmm.
his knees, and she said, "Wait, wait, why are you and I doing all the work?" And he just sits there.
Did she really? How old was she?
She was 5,
Oh my god!
and he
And
just
what did he say?
at the time he still was having a hard time speaking
Oh.
clearly.
Hmm.
At
Hmm.
first it was really so sad when he started speaking and people would call for him because we have a business. And I told him, I said, "You don't have your phone." So he used mine. I said, "Your son has your phone because he's taking all your calls. And so when he would speak to people, it sounded like he was so slurry drunk, but he wasn't. He was just, it was, it was, it was difficult because he couldn't drive for a while. And when we go see the neurologist, it was like, I just didn't want to speak. I just didn't want to talk because I was like, he's not ready for this.
Right.
And when he got into the vehicle to drive for the first time, he didn't know how to use the mirrors. He had to like learn how to use mirrors. And he can do it now. Yep.
It's good. Who left? Who left? Diane. 'Cause Diane. Oh, you were talking to Rachel. Oh, Rachel, roasted turkey legs. I know. I was like roasted turkey legs. That sounds good. How was your Thanksgiving, Pink?
Oh, roasted turkey legs. They were it was a football game going on. They were eating roasted turkey legs. It was like a pile of them. Did y'all see that?
Really? No. Who
Yeah.
did that?
Who played football Thursday?
Oh, the football players were eating them
Yes.
while they were playing
They,
football. Wouldn't that make their fingers greasy?
it was after the game was done. The game was over.
Oh.
But it was a big old pile of roasted turkey legs. Lions and bears. Oh my.
Oh my
Lions
God, was it
and
right? The lines in the bear.
bears.
So Diane, I guess, roasted some. That sounds good. What did you do?
Me? I
Hmm.
don't cook that because I can't cook a turkey for my life.
Yeah.
I just
So
can't
who
do that.
cooked?
My husband.
That's cool. So what did you guys have?
I'm trying to think. Um, ham.
What?
Yeah, ham.
Ham. Okay. I said
Yes.
hair. I was like, what?
No, there was something. There was something else. I'm trying to think. But you see, well, I wear braces, so there's so much I will not eat because it just gets all in there.
That's right. You
So I
do
eat.
love braces.
Yes,
Yes.
I wear braces. This old
I. When
lady
do you
wears
get them off?
braces.
When do you get them off?
Huh?
When do you get them off?
In a little over a year.
Are you excited for what they're gonna look like?
I don't really think about it.
Is this something that
Um,
you wanted to always do?
no, I had no choice. Almost had no choice because
Oh, really?
a nightmare took place last year, right before my son's wedding in
Oh
November.
no. Oh no. What?
Um, a tooth that, like, if I smile, and when I smile big,
Mhm.
and if I smile big, you could see the filling was it cracked the tooth. I woke up and the half of it was gone, and it's the half that shows, not the inside, the outside. So I was like, oh my God, there's a wedding going on. I'm going to be smiling, look like, you know what. And so the dentist, they, you know how little pageant girls wear these little uh flippers, these little false little teeth to cover their front teeth that they lost. Little
I didn't know that,
patches.
but okay.
Well, they made me one for the tooth, that one tooth that was missing. But in the meantime, we had made the decision to get rid of it and do a implant. So I did the first surgery thing for the implant, and the periodontist was upset. He said this little
Sounds
flipper.
sexy, ministry.
But
Did
huh?
you read
Oh yeah, yeah.
it? It sounds
I heard people
sexy.
having that. Yeah.
Just some random tooth
Mhm.
growing there.
Well, some people have all this little extra stuff
They
growing.
do. Oh, I knew somebody who had a double row of teeth.
Wow. Well, if one goes,
Mm,
you have another set.
that's fucking nasty, right? Imagine getting the food stuck between that.
Ooh, I'd be
Ugh,
water picking all that to death. Well,
ugh.
so we did the first surgery of it, and I tell you what, it was okay. It was just the process of healing, the way you have to eat, and I didn't like that. Cold liquids for the first 3 days, and I was hungry, but whatever. I survived it. So when I went for that
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I'm
mhm,
laughing at fucking
ministry,
ministry. She goes, it just pierced the gum. And in my head, I've got a picture of, remember the fucking warthog in The Lion King?
mhm.
Hakuna Matata with that big horn coming. Like, like that kind of pierced the gum, like a tooth sticking right up. Like, what the hell? Oh my God. Poor girl.
And so when I went for my checkup in January, he
But
said,
did you go for no, but at the wedding, did you have the implant? You didn't have the braces yet.
well, he told me, I didn't have no implant yet either, because that would have been, it's a process. Because
So he
they
wouldn't have been
packed,
able to fix it before the wedding?
and no, and they packed bone in their bone pieces so that it could start growing.
Really?
So that when they did the second implant surgery, they can put the metal in it.
I didn't know they did that.
So
Bone?
it's a process.
Uh,
Well, no, he said, um, for the wedding, smile, and then after you do that smile when you walk down the aisle, take that thing out of your mouth and put your face mask on and leave it on, because I don't want my work to get messed up because of that. So I did exactly what he said.
Oh, they
And
gave you a little thing to put over it?
it's like a little fake tooth with a partial thing that you have to put that little glue stuff for false teeth. And
Gotcha. Like,
that
yeah,
was a miserable little thing to wear. Well,
yeah.
anyhow, so when I went in January to see if everything was on schedule for the second surgery of it, he said, "I tell you what, why don't you go and see the orthodontist right there?" I'm like, orthodontist, I'm a little old for that. And he said, "No, no, no." He said, maybe they could, because I have my wisdom teeth, they could make it all come in. And well, this was the way to go, because I'm gonna have everything straightened and perfectly where it goes in my mouth for less money than what this implant was going to cost.
Oh, that's good.
So
Plus, that'll be
porcelain.
neat.
These are porcelain. They're not all silver like the kids wear.
Right, right, right. I don't like
But
those Invisalign, the ones that
it's
push
not
from the back
Invisalign.
or whatever they are. Not the
The Invisalign, no.
no, because don't they like kind of make the teeth kind of buck out like Miley Cyrus? She had Invisalign because she was on,
My sister had Invisalign, and I don't see really what it did to her.
no,
But
no,
it's the eating. Everything goes there. Everything.
in your palate. Ugh. In your palate. I got in your poor ministry. Ministry
No,
knows
but
I love it.
people that happen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
What's
had
a
a friend.
cleft palate?
Hmm?
A cleft palate.
Oh, that's horrible. But they could fix it.
Is it half of a? Is it like your roof of your mouth is not there or something?
Yeah, you know how their lip goes like up to the nose.
No, that's a hair lip, isn't it?
No, 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 and then all of that opens up because there's no palate and stuff.
It's open and no, inside their mouth.
The whole situation, and they fix it. I know a little boy was born like that, and he's all fine now.
That's sad. You know that King Tut had that.
Who?
King Tut was all fucked up. He had a club foot. Fucking, he had like that. Uh, what is it? That necra, whatever, like that skin that's like dead. Yeah, I don't know, on his foot. That's why he walked with a cane, and it's like those babe. You know, like that whole thing. That King Tut thing is. Did you say you've been to Egypt?
No.
Who said they had been to Egypt? Was it Pink? Maybe could be Pink. They're Pink. I think it's so funny that all of a sudden there was like a wave of Pink. That was after Pink Sam. Pink Sam was the first Pink I know. That I know. Pink Sam is Pink, you know? And then that's why I kept asking you, are you Pink Sam?
Oh, ministry that had to hurt so
It's
bad.
disgusting. Trying to gross me out. She's trying to gross me out.
Oh.
I used to whiten teeth when I worked, at the fair. You know how I always work at the fair, and really, believe me, it worked. And I really liked it. I did good at it. It would be something that I would do if I could, because at the time. But then they like dropped the price too low, and I think that kind of hindered whatever. But maybe somebody came out with it on the market or something. But at the time, I do remember, like, seriously, we would. I learned a lot about it too, about who it would work on. Like, we happened to be, our stand was right outside the ladies' room,
Mm-hmm.
so which was really convenient because the line outside, or if people were waiting for them outside, and because we were in the Better Living Center, where all these, like the mop, all those new, newfangled things like the Vitamix, all that stuff. That machine where you can make the soup and everything.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Throwback. I wasn't even going to talk about it because it bothers me. Because I feel like if we had kept it like this, we'd be fine. But then through things, there is things in the world that matter that people want to talk about, and it should never get to that quite of a level. Excuse me. But I did send him a message and say, um, that I take things into consideration about what people say and the people that might have come and gone, right? But um, everything's a learning experience. Today's today. That was yesterday. Today's today. I sent him. It doesn't mean that in the future but all I can say is repeal the qualified immunity doctrine on that response. That's it. That's all I can say. You know. I wondered, like, how did the lady's son turn out with the motorcycle accident?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah,
I wonder if
because
like, you
when
could
they
look.
put him in
We could look
regular,
that up.
huh?
We could look it up because um, uh, you could. Well, I could actually. I'll do it because first of all, I wondered, like, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to know how her son turned out. Hi, Pink. Because maybe her sister, and the coincidence of you being named Charlene, maybe if she worked miracles when she was alive enough that they sainted her, maybe she worked a miracle then too. And I just was like curious to see how this woman's son turned out. I'm hoping good because then at least, at least then it would like become a little miracle. But if not, do you mind if I look it up while we're talking?
Well, how do you look that up?
I'll start right here. You'll see. Well, I could be, like, but we're gonna start with Saint Charlene first of all. Here she is.
Ministry. I don't talk about politics or anything like that
Really
because
interesting, man, that happened because her name was Charlene Richard. Now, did you know the name of the lady?
I don't remember. I thought I was
Mm,
going to remember, and I don't remember.
well, we'll try to figure that one out. But this is the girl's name, her sister. Her sister's name was Charlene Marie Richard, born January 13th, 1947, and she died August 11th, 1959. She was a 12-year-old Roman Catholic Cajun girl from Richard, Louisiana. Isn't that weird? Her name's Charlene Marie Richard, and she's from Richard, Louisiana.
It's not a big area. It's probably a family area, and they just somehow it's a town now.
Isn't that weird, though? Maybe they
Mhm.
made the name of the town because of her.
Probably
You
so.
know, maybe they changed it. Yeah. In the United States, she has become the focus of a popular belief that she is a saint. Now, keep in mind right now, Pink, that I can't see the chat. So, if you could greet
Oh,
people as they come in,
mhm.
okay? Okay. Uh, a person who is in heaven who has performed a number of miracles. Local Catholic clergymen and diocese officials permitted, promoted, and participated in the popular veneration of Richard for years prior to her becoming named a servant of God, the first step in the canonization process. She's little Cajun saint. Isn't that fun? That's not funny, but like funny, you know. Um, that's her hometown.
Name
Her
her.
life and
Does
huh?
it does it talk about her siblings?
It's gonna now. Life and final illness. Charlene was the second oldest of 10 children. Wow. So then that means she could be anybody, that lady, right?
I might remember if I hear it.
Um, I don't know if it names them, but we'll do further. Um, she was born to Joseph Elvin and Mary Alice Richard. Wonder why she didn't have the last name of her father. Adults and children who knew her considered her to be smart, but otherwise unremarkable. She was a devout Catholic, but no more so than was customary in the local Cajun community. Richard's mother said she liked sports and was always busy with something. She went to church and said her rosary, but she was just a normal little girl. In May 1959, after reading a book about Therese Lisieux, I don't know, Richards asked her grandmother whether she too could become a saint by praying like Therese. After reporting appearance of a tall woman in black who vanishes, and her teacher recommending that she was not herself, her mother took her to a physician. Jesus Christ, this cat is going to kill me. Um, as a result, only 2 weeks before her death, she was diagnosed with acute lymphatic leukemia. Isn't that weird?
What's that?
Isn't that weird that she was seeing appearances of a tall woman in black, which could be like the Grim Reaper? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I mean, because then she had died 2 weeks later. You there? Hold on.
Huh?
No, I mean, like, what are you doing over there?
Why? You know why they have two different names? Because
What?
then that's almost like a birth certificate reading. When it has a
Mhm.
birth certificate, it the mother's name is her full maiden name. It doesn't have the last name of the husband. If you look at a
Oh,
birth
okay.
certificate,
But isn't it weird that she was seeing like a tall black figure 2 weeks
yeah,
before
it's
she
very
died?
that's to me that's frightening.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's so scary. Let me see.
I mean, my God. I had leukemia, and she was hospitalized at Our Lady of Lourdes Hospital in Lafayette, Louisiana. At the request of her family, she was informed. Can you still hear me? Yeah?
Hmm.
Okay, good. She was informed by the hospital chaplain, Joseph Brennan, a newly ordained Catholic priest, that she was going to die. Oh my God, at 12 years old?
Wow. She didn't have
She's
a childhood.
12 years old. That's what it said, right? said 1959. She was, yeah, age 12. 12 years old. No, but I mean, like, the priest coming in saying, I mean, I guess, like, you would have to, right? But isn't that sad?
Mm-hmm.
That even having to tell somebody that? Um,
That's
so, yeah. Though the illness was painful, she remained cheerful, meekly accepted her fate, and offered up her suffering to God. Brennan was deeply impressed by her faith and visited her daily. While dying, Richard prayed for other individuals to be healed or to be converted to Catholicism. That's kind of weird. The director of pediatrics at the hospital, Teresa Crowley, a nun, also witnessed her calm acceptance of suffering and prayers for others. Brennan and Crowley claimed that those for whom Richard prayed recovered from their illnesses or became Catholic. That's kind of weird, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or became Catholic. So if they didn't become Catholic, they died?
No, I have no idea. That
That's so weird. No, I'm not asking you.
yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Wow.
hypothetic, like, you know. God, dog, what are you doing? Before her death, Brennan and Crowley began telling people about Richard, and Richard's family became aware that there was a belief that she was special. Floyd Calais, a Catholic priest who was at the time the chaplain of Charity Hospital in Lafayette, was a close friend of Brennan. In 1961, he began praying to Richard to be assigned to a parish. He was assigned to St. Edward's Parish in Richards, Louisiana, her burial place, that same year. Once there, he discovered the need to raise money to build a new church there. Calais says that he was invited to retreats and recollections and began speaking about Charlene, how she achieved grace before she died, and about the need for money to build a new church in the parish. People started going to her grave, he said, and began sending checks to build the church. What I thought would take 8 to 10 years took 2.5. As early as the late 1960s, and by 1972, at the latest, prayer cards marked for private devotion only, with a photograph of Richard, a prayer to her, and a prayer for her canonization were in circulation, and copies were frequently being sent to individuals in need of help. A 1975 series of articles about Richard in the newspaper of the Lafayette Diocese spread the cult. That's weird. Spread the cult. Isn't that weird? Pink? Did she drop out? Oh my god.
Huh?
Oh, she's there. Is she...
Yeah, I'm reading something.
Oh, tell us.
No, I'm looking. I'm searching. That's what I'm doing.
Researching, I love that. Said Charlene, the cult, and were republished in a booklet, Charlene, a Saint from Southwest Louisiana, in 1979. Testimonials by individuals who believed that they had benefited by prayer to Richard were added, and the booklet was again republished in 1988. Was that the hospital you were at?
No. What
I mean, but
hospital?
it is kind of weird that she was the saint of, like, healing people that were sick.
What hospital?
It says, hold on. Our Lady of Lourdes Hospital in Lafayette, Louisiana. Is
Well,
that,
they
no?
may have had one years ago, but they do have one now.
And then Charity Hospital in Lafayette.
No, they don't have that anymore.
Okay. Charlene, a saint from Southwest Louisiana, testimonials given by individuals that they had benefited by prayer to Richard were added, and the booklet was again republished in 1988. A widespread belief formed in the area that Richard would intercede in heaven for people's prayers to be answered. In 1989, the belief had spread outside the Cajun area. Hundreds of people. Isn't that weird, though? Because you were both there praying for your loved one. You there?
Uh-huh.
But do you know what I mean?
It's just
I mean, for you to have that name and for it to have been her sister and for what the girl was known for.
It was like I just didn't want to send her off. She was very upset. She was just like shaky and just staying upset unless it calmed her.
I believe it did. I mean, I think that would calm me. That would be a miracle in my eyes. Just having that, even if it didn't work that way, it would become more sense of like a power of positive thinking, prayer, and make it more stronger within me. Like I'm sure inside her, she already had a sense of, that she had a guardian angel, like her sister, that had a, you know, had a, knew someone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because she's a saint. So, but she was so upset, like you said. So even her being that close to, someone who was able to, even though she wasn't able to save herself, other people pray to her because of, like the suggestion of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it was like every 10 years, it seems like they'll republish something with, her in it. And I'm sure that people aren't going to go, oh, I prayed to this 12-year-old girl and she didn't answer my prayer,
Yeah.
So people, it's never going to be that way for her. Like she almost in a way, how like people would pray to God, right? But they don't have a problem saying, I prayed to God and he didn't answer my prayers, like, and becoming bitter against God and questioning. But with a child who her story is so compelling, like seeing the black figures is what prompted her. And her teacher had said to her mother, she doesn't seem to be herself. And those things would make her go to the hospital, and within 2 weeks she's dead. And within 2 weeks she's managed to become a legacy of a lifetime. Like she'll never, her life might have been short, but not really.
Yeah. You know
It'll
how he said
supersede
that
ours.
she was one of 10 siblings?
Yeah.
Like if you look under some, it just says she had two brothers. So
It's on something else that you looked at. This is Wikipedia that I was reading.
yeah, it was on Wikipedia because it just shows two brothers, but there were way more
On
than.
Wikipedia, Charlene Richards,
Mm-hmm.
and she has curly hair.
Short.
It says, wait a minute, let's go back to it. Oh,
It's,
you look at the obituary?
huh?
There's an obituary
I didn't.
here, and it says was born January. Oh my God! Please stop, dog! Stop that! Okay, she was being diagnosed after being diagnosed. She died October 11th at the age of 12. And so, oh wait a minute, it says in loving memory of. So there, it looks like it's the card. Okay, so this is not the obituary. This is the card. That's the card. Um, uh,
Yeah, curly hair, short. She has like dimples, and it shows a
yeah.
picture of her brother, and then her bedroom.
Oh, that one. Oh my God, did I just break my glass? Hold on. Hold on. All right. Charlene Richard, folk veneration, young Cajun girl, garden at the state by many. Um,
Yeah, I don't see nothing.
and this is a different story now. I was just trying to see. Charlene Richard was the second of 10 children. Oh, so the second of 10 children. Oh, so she was the second. So there was others after that picture, probably what you're seeing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that second of 10 children. Yeah.
Yeah.
in the family. Within the Cajun community, there was nothing unusual. They're hardworking people, strong body. Um, another person that was front thing. So they just repeat the same thing from the thing. The effect of print and media on saints, legends, and cult formation. They're calling it cult formation. I see. I feel like
Hi,
it
Melissa.
actually, huh? Oh, hi. Who is it?
Melissa,
Hi, Melissa.
I told you hi.
I feel like it says many many people says she helps them with problems in their lives, even though she's been dead for 30 years. They pray to the little Cajun girl for help with failing marriages. What date and time was that happened when you met her sister?
3 years ago.
So, like, what date? Do you remember?
What date?
Yeah, was it
Give you
anything to
the
do?
exact date, dear.
Huh?
I can give you the exact date. July 7th.
Oh, all right. She died in August. This lady, this girl. So, I was just seeing if it was like that, you know.
Just trying to think it's the same dates.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. I know where you're going with that.
That would be strange, right?
And you know what's
Uh,
crazy? Um,
huh?
what's crazy in the ICU room, they had a clipboard with all every time he did something, I dated it and what it was. Like even if it was scribble, scribble, scratch, I still dated it. And his first words that he could say and things he can remember and what he ate and everything. In
Mhm.
fact, the first 6 days of all this, he didn't remember it, so I kept like a diary and
Mhm.
I read every single thing to him what he missed those 6 days. And last December, January, I was organizing the entire house. And when I looked at all that stuff, I said, you know what? Why am I keeping this? This is all such horrible memories to me. So I pitched it all. I threw it all away.
Was it horrible?
It was just, why do I want to go back and keep looking at that?
Because it was a bad time, right?
Yeah, so I just got rid of it all. Yeah. Yeah, it was like
Mhm.
last, maybe August. Yeah, it was that August before, it was last year. Because I had a hard time for the first 2 years. It was really bad. And, so I went to my doctor and I said, I'm having a difficult time with life and everything since that. So since then I've been put on medication and I'm fine. Look, I'm fine. So I can handle life.
Yeah, it's like it's just to make us stronger, I guess, on how we look at things. And
Mhm.
I find it weird. They say that this one priest, they go, oh shit, hold on, now I lost it. Hold on. I just
Okay.
didn't know what it was, and I wondered if maybe you knew what it meant. Because it's like strange to me. It says, it's not about her; it's about a different priest. And I thought maybe if you could maybe take a look at it, because it says there was a priest um named Padre Cicero,
Oh wow.
Cicero, Cicero, Padre Cicero, Padre Cicero, and he was defrocked before his death in 1934 because of alleged claims to a miraculous transformation of the host. Like, what
Hmm.
does that mean? Did he see some kind of a ghost or something?
No telling.
Do you want to look it up or do you want me to?
Um, nah, I don't want to look it up. Like a lot of people in our area, this was stemmed from years ago. That's why so many people died instead of going to doctors, they would go to treaters.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be like, why? Go to the doctor. You don't even know what you have. And so, you know,
She
I
went and
tried.
she died anyway, right?
Huh?
She went and she was going to die anyway, and they probably wouldn't have had the money to have an autopsy and know before
Exactly.
that. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um, and the extent of a, well, she died in 59, so they did autopsies then. But,
He's actually been declared a saint since then, that guy we were talking about.
oh, him too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That he in his youth he took a vow of chastity when he was 12,
Oh, wow.
and the untimely death of his father in 1862, he had to return home to his mother and sisters for the death of his father. He was an ordained priest on 1870. I thought they said this was like he was impressed by the locals. Hold on a minute. Oh, he supposed dream occurring after a long day of hearing confessions, when he looked for a room to rest in and fell asleep. According to his friends, he saw Jesus Christ and the 12 apostles sitting at a table, similar to Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper. Suddenly, the place was full of poor northeastern Brazilians. Christ, looking to the poor, said that he was upset with humanity, but that he was still willing to do the last sacrifice to save the world. But if men didn't repent quickly, he was going to destroy everything at once. At that moment, he pointed to the poor and said, "And you, Padre Cicero, take care of them." And in 1889, when Maria de Haruja received Holy Communion from Batista, her mouth started to bleed. While the local people saw this as a miracle. Wow, that's kind of weird. Probably put a razor in it. Not on purpose, I'm
Oh,
sure.
my phone, big old thing. Low battery.
Okay, let me go out and come back in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hi, Jenna. Hi, everybody. I'm back. Yeah, I do think, that, I don't know. Do you believe you do? I think, yeah, we can have like make each day better individually just by positively thinking and trying to think positive, and
Yeah,
it's, yeah. So I think,
I agree.
yeah, just take each day as it comes, and if somebody one day is passionate about one thing, doesn't mean that they're not passionate the next day, but maybe it's not that we need a break from our YouTube, just a break from that subject,
Yeah.
and yeah, because I do find a lot of, like, I appreciate these conversations with you guys, and they make me feel better, and I hope they make other people feel better, or at least spend some time, or, you know,
Yeah.
whatever, think a little bit. And I appreciate you coming up here with me
Thank you.
every day.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to
I'm gonna go.
get.
I'm gonna do
I
too.
need to go shower and get in there because the dogs are probably wondering where is she.
I do really appreciate you doing this with me, and I
Oh, I
appreciate
did
everybody
too.
who was in the room tonight. And thank you, everyone. And peace, love, and tacos.
Bye bye.
Bye.